When I was a lad, I was brought up for a time in a place called Speciality, which is lies near the Cumbrian border, near Ulston and Shapfell, and it's thousands of feet up, and it's wild, and it's beautiful, and me and the sheep and the cows loved it. And my best friend then was a girl. We were only 5, between 5 and 6.5. Was a girl called Pearl, and she was mute. She had a cleft palate. She couldn't say anything except ah, 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 and point. And if she said, "I like you," she went and then point at you. And we lived 30 yards apart. I lived in one cottage and she lived in another next to the river at East Allen. We used to swim in the river. And I taught her to read and write on a slate with some Woolworths chalk, on a slate that we took from a buyer in the nearby farm, because we used to have to get up at 4 o'clock and do the milking to go to Hexham. And this is a poem called Pearl Alone. She's still alive. She's married. She's got two beautiful daughters too. And terrible things were done to her. Local yobbos painted things on her cottage like idiot in huge white letters in whitewash, and the Quaker fathers had her head shaved and ejected from school, and she was taught from home. So we decided to make up our own laws, which is what the best poets do, whether they can speak or not. And we used to sit by the stream, swim naked, go through the marigold beds and the borage plants, and used to sit, and I would go A, B, etc. Anyway, this was called Pearl Alone. Yes, I'm not emitting articulate sound. I take my stand and deliberately refuse to plead. There is no adoration in my mute appeal. My tongue a pad or cone for the trumpet's bell. Tongue-tied, bereft of ABC, I'd lap and soak my whistle at the law's rim. In mood moments I say, smash down the blackboard! Let it stay black. Shake my chained tongue, I'll fake a growl. Ah, 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 ah. Dog my steps, I am wet-toed to the spring for Mam's tea. Spam on Sundays and chips if there is coal. In the Orient, I would be a good servant willing to please. Damping of strings my speciality, and hired mourner for the rest of my days, gazer at umbrellas and rain. No use for aught else up here, except wiping my legs of heifer muck and fetching the 4 o'clock milk with thee. In the byre alone, I weep at the imagined contrivance of straps and wires, locking my loll tongue, gargoyle head. My muzzle gushes rain, and I wince when people speak to man, giving me the sideways look. My eyes go furious, and I stamp. Pulse fever even in heartfelt sleet. Loud tumult. What there is of my mind tumbled into the lashing trees. Yes, I love falling. Caught momentarily through each tall command of branches, amazed once more at the borage blue sky in another September afternoon, with tongue spouting, soaking the cones, thudding to the very ground, disturbing all the birds and worms and wasps and bees. Don't count on me for fun among the towering cowslips, but please don't crush my heart.